what has happened with Citizens United ruling and ever since has completely destroyed any amount of representation the American people's interests had left in our government. I think there was a study, and I'm trying to remember which university this came out of, but it was
I know what
about
you're
10 years
talking
ago. I
about.
think
I
this
think
was
it might have been
2014.
Princeton. I think it might have been
Princeton,
Princeton.
that sounds right.
Yeah, I know where you're
And
going.
they showed that no matter how they showed that the impact support for a certain policy by the American people had on the voting behavior of U.S. Congress members was negligible. So
It had
no matter
no.
how many Americans supported a policy, it wouldn't mean more Congress members would vote on that policy and vice versa. But when they looked and analyzed the effect of support from special interest groups, or I think it was called economic elite interests, are in the study, they were strongly correlated in a way that was not correlated with American people's interests, and it was correlated for these special interests. So it just showed that what the American people think about a policy. For example, most Americans want to stop sending bombs to Israel, and yet that's not affected how our Congress has voted on this. Only just now we are seeing the Democrats sort of break on Israel finally to stop weapons from flowing, as I think a majority for the first time ever voted in favor of Bernie Sanders' resolution to do an arms embargo on Israel. And that took 2 years. And Americans have overwhelmingly supported an arms embargo on Israel for quite a while. It was a big topic among the left when Kamala Harris was running. It's a really big issue that impacted her and contributed to her loss in the federal election last year. And so, I mean, we see this every day across a wide array of issues. I think Americans support AI regulation to protect our jobs. I mean, Americans are very concerned about AI regulation and where that's going to take us. And you know what our government's doing? They had a provision to ban AI regulation for 10 years. No one can regulate it for 10 years. That is going to be so incredibly destructive, but they don't care about it. They're listening to the people at Silicon Valley, the billionaires behind these private equity and venture capital companies who know that they can make a killing, literally a killing, by extracting all this wealth out of Americans while reducing their head count of human beings in their companies and replacing them with AI chatbots, AI tools that do our jobs. And they will only increase their prices. They won't lower anything, even though it costs probably a fraction to replace humans with AI. So I mean, it's just stuff like that. We've lost representation in our government, and we need to change the system. There's quite a few policies that we need to implement to get even started on that.
I actually don't think that our government, I think you would share this belief, was ever designed to represent the people.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think we lost it. I don't think we ever had it. And I think now more and more of us are just starting to become aware that we never had it. I think you said the majority of the Senate. I'm not sure if you said the majority of the Senate or the majority of Democrats.
Democrats in the Senate.
The majority of Democrats. Okay, because just to be clear, I mean, it would have been huge news if that actually passed the Senate, which it did not.
Yeah, I might have slipped up there, but yeah, the majority of Democrats in the Senate voted in favor of that bill recently.
Yeah, I think it was 27 vote. I think it was 27 votes total. Yeah, 27 to 70. I just looked it up. 27 senators voted to stop specific offensive weapons transfers to Israel, and 70 voted to continue.